Women either walked, cycled, used public transport, that is predominantly buses.
Speaking at the event, Heather Ellen, independent gender and transport consultant, highlighted that women are the largest consumers of public transport around the world.
Women are great users of transport, and particularly of public transport. In almost every city, and every city that I have studied, public transport use by women is higher than men. So this is a well-known fact. Women make more frequent, shorter journeys, so they use it more. But is it designed for them? No.
But what we will require...
Sonal Shah, an urban planner, revealed the violence women go through in public transport globally.
However, we know that currently our streets and our public transport systems are hostile to women. This is data from a number of cities done predominantly by women's groups. These are not part of our gendered mobility plans. The most of this data was collected by women's groups, talking about the high levels of sexual harassment faced both while traveling inside public transport as well as waiting for it. An example of Delhi is 51% in buses, and 42% of women said that they faced harassment while waiting for it.
The largest pool of workers...
Anne Kamau, researcher at the University of Nairobi, painted a picture of women in the Kenyan transport sector.
What we know is that transport sector is a key employer globally and even in Africa, and in Kenya is the fourth largest employer. And the question that we need to ask is, where are these women in the sector, which is largely male-dominated? What do these women do? So, however, as much as it's largely male-dominated, we know that there are more women entering the sector, and this is really positive. But, however, not many of them are investors in the sector. Most of them work as drivers, as touts, work in the operations like the bus stops, and a few as fleet managers, but with few working as owners. So we really need to understand, as much as women are entering the sector, where are they?
2017-2018.
Anne then went ahead to outline the challenges that women in transport in Kenya go through.
From the study from ITF, what we found is that even though women are entering the sector, they are largely coming in as employees. So we have to begin to think about women in the public transport sector workers as employees, not necessarily as the owners. Now, these women workers, and I believe it's the situation perhaps in the rest of Africa, and at least within the East African region, is that they mainly concentrate on the lighter but less paying jobs, like either as conductors, fare collectors, callers, a few of them. They also have very precarious working conditions with no formal work contracts, and most of their contracts are actually verbal. So you come in today, you have work, and tomorrow you can be laid off. And because of this, they also form the largest pool of workers who are easily replaceable, who we can call an easily replaceable commodity, because many times conductor jobs, most of them are conductors, so and there are many conductors who can be found.
If you don't have a car to drive...
In the wake of the two-third gender role debate, it is vital for the government and all relevant stakeholders quickly address challenges women face in access, utilization, and even investing in the sector, as it will not only serve the women folk, but the economy as well. Reporting for Brand Plus TV, I am Korari John Wambugu.